The devil waits for me, but I don't run. They say the devil waits at the gates of hell, but me, he waits for me. He watches the roads I walk, the storms I walk into, the chaos I drag behind me. And he smiles, not because he's won, but because he knows. I'm the only one left worth fighting. The devil waits for me, but I don't run. I never run. I wasn't born in the light. I wasn't cradled in comfort and lullabies or promises. I was thrown into the fire, screaming, burning, broken, before I ever learned how to breathe. The world didn't greet me with open arms. It greeted me with fists. And so I learned to take pain as my teacher. Learned to let suffering sculpt my soul like a blade. While others begged for mercy, I asked for more weight, more scars, more demons to tame. Because I knew early on, if I was going to survive this life, it had to become something fear couldn't touch. So I stopped praying, I stopped pleading, and I started forging. You ever feel the weight of everything? It's just your pain, but the pain you hide from everyone else. That ache in your chest when you're surrounded by people, but feel more alone than if you were buried in a coffin. Yeah, I've been there, where sleep is war, where waking up is just the start of the next battle, where your own mind tries to kill you before the world even gets the chance. But I didn't let it win. I carried that weight. I still carry it, not because I want to, but because it's mine. And it reminds me of who I no, for me. I was broken and I don't want to down what I've crawled through, what I've endured. You see, I wasn't given strength. I earned it. Every tear, every scream swallowed in silence. Every time I dragged myself out of the dark. When no one came to save me. That built me. You want to know why the devil waits for me? Because I walked through his domain, and I didn't flinch, didn't fall to my knees. I didn't cry for help. I smiled, because hell looks a lot like the life I've lived. And if that's wrong to hit, then let it burn. I am not your savior. I'm not the hero of this story. I am the storm that devours the narrative. I am the monster they tried to change, but couldn't contain. They called me broken, and Daniels, and this is, but here's the truth. I was never broken. I was becoming the thing nightmares whisper about. Ian, Tasha, the fact that you becoming the shadow that doesn't flee from light becomes innocent, Caucasian. Cannot be a deep honor and torturous experience in life. But it consumes it. I've seen the worst in myself. The rage, the coldness, the part of me that smiles while everything else burns. But I don't fear that part anymore, because I know what it's for. It's not evil, it's necessary. You don't survive wolves by being a sheep. You don't face demons by being holy. You outlast the devil by being worse than the fire he breathes. So when I look in the mirror and see blood in my eyes, how do I put it away? I wear it like war paint, because the world never gave me peace. When I stopped asking, the hardest battles, they're not out there. The inside, your own voice, telling you you're not enough, that you're a failure, that you're nothing more than pain in a human shell. but I silenced that voice, not with hope. When I had nothing left in me, every night I didn't quit, even when my soul was begging for it to end. That's how you win. Not with glory, but with grit. You win by being too stubborn to die, too angry to give in, too savage to be swallowed by your own doubt. They tried to burn me. They thought fire would end me. They forgot, by a fire, you can't kill what was born from ash. You can't bury what digs through dirt. With bare hands, you can't break what rebuilt itself from splinters and shattered bones. I fall harder than most, but I always get back up, and every time I'm meaner. You don't want to fight someone who's never tasted loss. You want to fear the one who's made loss his weapon. There's me, because he knows. Don't you the fool? You become something worse when I hit the ground. Mercy, that died a long time ago. I used to give people chance. Used to let kindness lead. This world doesn't honor kindness. It devours it. So now I lead with fury. I speak in silence. Now I act with the precision of a man who has nothing left to lose. I am not here to be loved. I am not here to be understood. I am here to endure, to destroy, and to rot, no matter what tries to drag me down. And when I meet the devil at the gates, I will down. Follow me. I'll look him in the eye and ask him one question. You ready for round two? All this pain, all this chaos? It wasn't random. It wasn't meaningless. It was preparation. I was being tempered, not tortured. Shatum. Not yellow. The fire was never meant to consume me. It was meant to reveal me, to strip away the weak skin of who I used to be and uncover what I really am underneath. The weapon, the force, for reckoning. So no, I don't regret the pain. But trying to, because without it, I would have remained asleep. So, now I am something else. I don't not from pain, just not from fear, not from destiny. The world turn against me. Let every storm gather. Let every demon rise. I'll stand in the center of it all. Bleeding, laughing, because I was built for war. And war is where I feel alive. So if the devil wants me, tell him to stop waiting. Tell him I'm already on my way. You won't be welcoming me. You'll be facing me. And when I arrive, I won't be ready. I'm not your savior. I'm not your villain. I'm not your hope. And I'm not your fear. I am what happens when pain doesn't break you. It builds. I am what rise when everything else falls. In the world, light switch. It'll wait for me. But I don't run. I never have. I never will. You thought that was the end? No. That was the beginning. Because survival is just the first sin. Dominance is the second. The devil still waits. But now, he waits in fear. Goes up, kept watching. And it becomes something worse than even he imagined. I walked deeper into the dark. Deeper than any man should go. Where silence screams. And the cold strips away anything human. But I didn't beg, didn't weep, around. Hey, yeah, Van, 'cause down there, in that place where hope dies, I felt the truth. You don't escape your demons. You become one. And when I looked into the void, you blinked first.